Hello. I'm back. Well, actually, I was streaming yesterday, but hello. I am Lilybwees. I am your divorced, agoraphobic hag tuber. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're playing shmups today. I've been wanting to play shmups. I feel awful. I had nightmares. Oop, I'm gonna turn it down a little. I was up till 3 a.m. and then I had nightmares all night. And then I just feel like shit. But what would I have been doing? I would have been in bed playing a shmup. So instead, I'm on stream playing a shmup. I think this is pretty comparable to what I was doing, what I would have been doing. I'm not sure about having the chat the same size as the game window. Let me know if you want me to change that. It just happened that way. Hello, Carbon Chaos. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so we've not played this in a while. So I'm going to actually, let's go back. I think like 4 months, maybe even 8 months. It's been a long time. So I need to relearn how to play the game. Also, there's so many... Here, I need to move my desk seat thingies all the way down. Because it's shmup. Also, this headphone thing is annoying me, but... Alright, let's see if I can remember actually how to play. Yeah. Stick feels good, though. I was a little freaked out when I plugged it in, because it was like moving up, or it was glitching out a little bit. But I just booted it into... I don't even know what mode it's in right now. PS4 mode, maybe? PS4 or like Xbox One mode, I think. I just manually booted the PCB and it's working, so... Bum 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 bum. Shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to jump right back into 2.4. I feel like this is gonna take me a little bit to get used to again. This game is so cool. I love this game. This has quickly become... Not that I've played a lot of shmups, but this game has quickly become one of my favorites. Because it's everything that I want from a shmup. I can say that very definitively now, having tried a bunch of cave-style stuff, some retro stuff, obviously like OG arcade cabinet stuff when I was younger. Just all the levels and encounters are just really tightly designed, and survival is a huge part of it, which I like. Thank you for the membership, Hanno. Thank you, thank you. We'll do this one. I've had this... Oh, I didn't mean to destroy it. I meant to... You know what? It's fine. Yeah, I've had this for a while, and I was meaning to play it, and just didn't. But I'm very glad that I am now. Especially because the shmups that everyone recommended, you know, when I was asking for recommendations to get into the genre, were cave-style shmups, and what I have discovered over these past few months is I don't love cave-style shmups. They're really cool. They're good games. I will never call them a bad game. Death Smiles is a little lacking. I will say Death Smiles is a little lacking. Yeah, so I haven't, I mean, I've needed to fix my stick. There's just been a lot going on. It's kind of why I've decided I'm going to be playing a lot of shmups. Just because I like them. And they're fun to stream. That's the thing. There's so many games that are like so brain intensive. Specifically the kind of brain that the part of the brain that I use to like read chat, and I have 2 ZeroRanger streams on YouTube. But yeah, it was mostly on Twitch. But yeah, like the part of my brain that I use to like read and respond to chat, it feels like it's one of the parts, the thinky parts, that I use when playing like strategy games and other kinds of games. And it's also the part that that kind of goes insane for grinding monotony. So that's why it's why something like Pokemon, despite me loving the games, because the grinding always sucks. Oops, no, this one. Stage 1, type C. Yeah, like, so the grinding part is just, it turns my brain off, but the wrong parts of it off, so it's just hard for me to stream, and I don't like that. Which ship is the one that gets the really cool, that gets the drill? I'm also getting used to the control scheme, because it's been a long time since I've used this stick. It feels very good, it's been a long time since I've used the stick. I was playing on pad, if you guys remember. I was playing on pad, I was playing on hitbox. It was mostly pad. And then I've been playing the big drill. I think the big drill? There's when it turns into the robot. I think that's the one. Yeah. No, I was just making sure I was using the right, I don't know why I associate the other one with, the sword, I think. I don't know why. Yeah, I guess drill sword is a choice. I don't know why I associate the other ship with the sword, and this one with the drill. And let me know if I should turn up the music or anything. Shit. Fine. We'll just continue. We're not gonna 1cc this one. I'm also gonna put my sleeves up, because... But yeah, so... Hi, Jim. So I was playing... I brought Death Smiles with me on the Off-Kai trip, which led to the very funny situation of me being on a plane, sitting next to... Turning up would be good? Okay, I can do that. This should probably be a little better. Me sitting on the plane next to a bunch of nuns playing Death Smiles. Which is just kind of an insane, surreal situation to be in. It is one of the funniest games to play next to a nun. Especially depending on what character you pick. Me playing as the witch and having like pentagrams and all of that flying everywhere, and yeah, or me playing as like the little devil character. Oh, that one's the one that's behind you. I like the... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Well, I'll use it. No, I don't really think they noticed. They were busy talking in Spanish. It was very funny. Anyway, I found out I don't really like Death Smiles. It is aesthetically such a cool game. I would have gotten brain rot over it if I played it when I was younger. But the level design in Death Smiles seems to try and funnel you to certain parts of the screen. And they like spawning a bunch of enemies right at those edges. Or like right before. So there's like, I've never played a game with as many shmup with as many unfair deaths, I think. Just because of the way that how they spawned. It was a game where I kind of had to you kind of had to shoot blindly at the edges, which I don't like. I like responding to what's on the screen, not what I anticipate to be coming off the screen, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not doing well. It's gonna take me a little while to warm up, unfortunately. So I realized I don't love Death Smiles. Death Smiles 2 might be better. I did not try Death Smiles 2. That being said, the characters are super fun in Death Smiles, the art's super fun. Music seemed good, but I was on a plane, which fucks up all the audio. Hi, Bean. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I did not love it. 2 might be better for me. But I'll also say though, the state, so all cave games have this thing where stage 4 for, yeah, so it wasn't so much issue, well, yeah, it was issues, but it was less the positioning of the character and more how they designed the stages. If that makes sense. Like, the stages are designed in a way to encourage shooting off screen. Like, you want to try to stay in the center because you want to try and get as much room to see the enemies, but you have a giant character, a limited screen. It's just... I just didn't love it. Like, too much of the game just wasn't on the screen, it felt like. I don't know. And the bullet patterns weren't very interesting. Like, they were there, but it felt more like I was navigating enemies and the level than I was actually navigating bullets ever. Which is fine, that's a way to play, but... I don't know. And the levels weren't interesting. I think that would be the thing, like ZeroRanger has a bunch of, like, fun, you're flying through weird mazes and all that, and I like it. Death Smiles levels were just, oh, here's a wall you physically can't go through. We're going to force you into certain positions of the screen, and you're going to have to deal with the tension of being in an enclosed space with a lot of enemies. And it's like, sure, okay, cool, but when that's like half the game, I don't love it. Especially when there's not warning about the enemies coming from off screen. Again, that's the, like, if you doubled the size of a Death Smiles stage, I think I would be really into Death Smiles. So... yeah, I'm excited for Hellsinker. So I was going to play more, I was going to play Sisters Royale on Friday. It's a game heavily recommended to a good friend Ghost Orb of mine. Or by, not to. He's kind of obsessed with it. And it's like the spiritual successor of the Castle Shikigami series. But he's like very much like, you kind of should play Castle Shikigami 2 first. And I'm like, okay. He's like, play it on your own time. And I'm like, okay, but I'm looking more at Castle Shikigami 2. And I have this stick that I'm pretty... that I'm pretty happy with. That works natively on PS2. Almost like that's on PS1 and PS2. And it's like, and I have a PS2 here. Have I tested to see if she's working in the year or two since I got her? No, but I do have one. So it's like, I might, but that's gonna be like a weekend project. That's not something I would get going by Friday. So I'm kind of debating switching Friday to, I guess I'm in the creators program for Mecha Break. Yeah, I just applied and they were like, here you go, and I'm like, okay. I can have Twitch drops and all that and a bunch of other stuff if I use Twitch. I don't use Twitch. I mean, I could figure out dual streaming, I guess. I don't know. People who actually care, do you want me to put on Twitch stuff for dual streaming and all that? For like Twitch drops or whatever, or should I just keep to YouTube? Twitch drops are widely available and uninteresting. Okay. Oh yeah, your laptop. Yeah. I don't love Twitch. You guys know this. I'm like, what is this thing in the upper left corner that occasionally my hand grazes against? It's the LEDs. This is the LEDs that I installed. It's the little light pipes, which does mean I want to add a bezel there, just to add some sort of curve to feel better on my hand. Also, they're kind of bright. So I am thinking of having them maybe putting something clear on top of them almost. I mean, there's a lot of ways to dim LEDs. I mean, realistically, the proper way is to switch out the resistors, but I don't feel like it. Ow. But yeah, so Friday might be Mecha Break. Because that came out today. If I had thought about that, I probably would have been playing that today, actually. But I'm happy to play ZeroRanger. Also, it's a bad time to do a stream that someone that you've entered the creator program of did, and they're kind of like looking at your streams and the analytics and the performance to be like, I wonder how we should, you know, if it's worth like doing more with this creator. Because they do have someone looking through our streams in the creator program. Oh, that's NDA. That's just how creator programs work. They evaluate stuff. Well, it would be a bad idea to do that at the same time that Northern Lion is playing fucking Uma Musume. Which I know a lot of my regulars are currently watching. I tried Horse Game. I did try Horse Game. I am sorry to admit, Horse Game's not for me. I don't like trainers. So, ow. It's just, it's one of those games where I'm like, if my brain was a little bit different, this would be like cocaine to me. I'd be completely fucked. I would have to add parental controls to my phone and have Small Dog manage whether or not I can spend money on things. It would be bad. There's a lot of text, so you skip for the races? What is wrong with you? The little text and the events is the fun part. This isn't even... I don't even go here, but I know that. Yeah, the problem is, like, the characters and the events and all that are very good. It's all fun, but I don't love that kind of gameplay. So I beat the, oops, you're gonna see various Steam stuff because of how I had to capture this. That's probably fine. It's probably not a big deal. Actually, hold on. I can probably just switch to play offline mode. Right. Steam. It's all confused that I'm... whatever. I don't care that much. Can I change my... How do you even change to... Okay, offline. Cool. I don't know. So I am at the point where I do not have a single gacha game installed on my phone. And it's probably healthier for me this way. Because gacha games do a lot of things where they want to try and get you to log in daily. And they have like limited time events and all that, which have story and character content, which is what I play gacha games for. You know, I play for the writing part. So there's just this pressure to like always be logging in, always be playing, and it's like, no, if I want a game that I can ignore for 3 weeks. So. Yeah, I know that I'm going to... Yeah, it turns it into a chore or a job, and that's just not what I want from games. So like, Girls Frontline 2 I dropped, ZZZ I dropped within the day, Honkai Star Rail I dropped, oops, shit. Oh right, this one you pop the bubbles and then you wait for it to fall. Okay, sorry, I've been yapping. But yeah, it's one of those. It is a very intrinsic part of gacha. They want you playing because if you're actively playing, you're more likely to spend money, and that is the goal. The goal of a gacha is to get you to spend money. But first off, I don't want to spend money. I like playing gacha free to play. And I could play Psy games. Like, I could play Uma Musume without spending money. I'd be fine. It seems like the kind of game hating gacha but loving TCGs. Like, the TCGs I play digitally, well, even then, I don't buy paper anymore. I play Master Duel, which is pretty generous, and you can, if you just play the occasional event, you can get whatever you need. Illustrious Clash is coming out soon, and that's completely free to play. I can't play Arena on my phone because it causes a bunch of noise popping stuff. And I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, Type C. Sure. Alright, let's try 2-4. I am... I wouldn't say I'm uninterested, but I will say most of my interest is in trying to find a Vita. I mean, if I did a PSP, I could do capture from the PSP. That would be interesting. Oh wait, oh yeah, we destroy the orange ones. Oh, even PSP you can do capture? I mean, yeah, that might be interesting, actually. There's plenty of PSP games. There's also plenty of Vita games. I know the Vita can basically play PSP, but yeah, I'd be interested. I think. No battery's not a problem. I don't want to... I'd probably want to change the battery charging circuit or like bypass it anyway. Realistically. PSPs just really like getting spicy pillows. Just as far as consoles go, they are one of the worst about getting all spicy. And I have too many devices. Shit. So if you're using the PSP regularly, yeah, if you send it to Murphy, that would work. And also, like, I can cover shipping for something like that. That makes sense. Yeah, if you're sending me a console, I'll pay for the shipping. That's like absolutely. I've never owned a Vita, I'll say. I did have a PSP, but I've never had a Vita. I felt like the charge circuit, the charge that I was using on this, maybe I was using A?
Please continue.
Yeah, no worries, that works. I remember doing this and getting it to where I thought it would like stayed on the screen. Is that type B instead of type C? Because I would use that to pop the balls. I think it was, actually. Let me switch over ships. Is this not type C? Wait, is this type B? Hold on. Okay, well, I am on type C. Let's try this one. Type C is the default. Oh, then I think I like this one more. The original hardware thing is annoying. Like, I'm going to build an HDMI out Wonder Swan. Why? Why wouldn't I just emulate it? Half the cool games are like homebrew anyway. And it's just a pain to get working. Oh, type A is the rectangle. Ships in ZeroRanger ships. ZeroRanger ships. Oh, Sky, I don't know if you know this about Type-C, but... Ow. Did you know that you can, if you flip it over, it's not identical. You can make, circuits that work differently depending, which way your Type-C is oriented. I love that that's a problem with the Game Boy Advance SP, the USB-C mods. If you wanted to have headphone support, which I do, I travel and I play my games and I use headphones. You can't do that because the audio pins on one side only. Basically, you can only have it charging one orientation if you want to be able to use it with a headphone dongle. I don't know which ship. I swear I was getting better. Oh, I think this is the one I like. Yeah, because it has the cool hair. But yeah, it's funny because it's not like a hypothetical. The GBA C mod had such a lame. It's one of those ones that I honestly, the Game Boy Advance, I don't bother putting in rechargeable batteries in the OG GBA anymore. I don't think it's worth it. SP, sure. Yeah, I get it. Not carrying around a dedicated cable. That makes sense to me. But, I tried doing the USB-C mod on an SP for the first time, which was my first time removing such a large component at like midnight when I was having a crash out right before traveling. So that didn't go well. And instead of fixing it, I am probably just going to, I'm going to remove it, but instead of like doing trace repair or whatever, I am just every single wire will be run. So I'm going to have enamel wire just running all through the console. For every single trace on the USB-C connector. Ow. Damn it. Maybe I did use the other one. So yeah, that's my childhood SP. So I want to get it fixed, but I also don't mind. So it's going to be a fun bodge. So I'm wondering if I run that bodge in a opaque shell, or if I do aesthetic bodge. I am not sure what I want to do. Like, I could do it in a completely clear shell that I have. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my work isn't aesthetic either. The fucking arcade stick I'm using right now is not aesthetic. To be fair, I think there's just too... Ow. Please continue. Well, I'm not going to beep Space Miku, but I am starting to pick up the game again. There's just not enough space in here to realistically be aesthetic, is one of the big problems. I have too many things going on in this, and a bunch of components that are not made to fit. Like the SEL-70 stick. I love this stick. It is perfect, I think, for playing shmups. I think realistically, though, if I get like the VLX working, I'm probably going to put in a JLW. But yeah, the SEL-70, I think. I picked that on a whim, kind of thinking, oh, I think given the specifications, this will be good for shmups. It turns out it was, in fact, really good for shmups. And I have full-size PS15s in here, which is PS13s? PS15, PS13, one of the two. It's in the description. And then the PCB I have in here is definitely not meant to be in here. Ooh, Rabbit and Steel DLC. Okay, that's cool. I need to play more of that. That's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I forgot the gimmick of this one. You need to destroy them all at the same time. Okay. Remembering how to play this game slowly while I yap. Which is what I like to do. But yeah, so Friday's probably going to be Mecha break, and then Saturday will be the presentation, and then next week will be Castle Shikigami 2. Maybe more ZeroRanger, maybe Blue Revolver, Minecraft, and then, I don't know, Pokemon? Yeah, it's gonna be birthday Minecraft. I might have multiple Minecraft streams. It's a new server. Yeah, Rice said he could probably get it set up by my birthday, so that's what we're gonna be doing for my birthday. I'm just gonna be playing Minecraft and chatting, and genuinely, that is how I want to spend my birthday. I don't want to do a big thing with where like you invite a bunch of friends and do Zatsus and games and all that. Does that make sense as a streamer for content? Absolutely. Do I have people I could invite? Yes, but that's not what I want to do right now. I just want to chill and play Minecraft.
Please continue.
What are those noises from upstairs? Can I invite him? I'm not inviting anyone. I'm gonna play Minecraft with some of the Pompany people. It'll be fun, and I will enjoy it. Especially because we're basically playing vanilla. We're playing vanilla, except Chauvet can have a few magic weapons as a treat. Is basically how we're doing mods. I want to build a little, based on, like, little Kapumon, Pokemon special adventure, style house in, like, either the mountains or near the coast or something. There's that one Kapumon illustration of, like, the shop that I think was, there's some really cool visual. Ooh, the mist. I do not know that effect. Glass is really fun. Yeah, I've never been big into... I've just never been... Oh yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. That sticks. I think this boss is like officially named Despair. Which is why the NPC says despair awaits you. Which is a badass name. Also, I'm gonna be honest, okay, well, we need to get more bubbles next time, because I'm not once seeing this game, but this is one of the coolest bosses I've ever fought in a game. Like, these patterns are just really fun. It usually feels fair, too, which I like. I think those are like twin tails. Those look like twin tails. Oh, it's not twin tails. I just noticed that there is hair behind it. Whatever. It's Miku if she untied her hair. How about that? It's untied hair Miku.
Please continue.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, there's been official hair down Miku's. I've seen some of the designs. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, shield is over. You know what is fucked? You know what's completely fucked? There's a non-zero chance there's a stage 3 after this. Yeah, there's something after Space Miku. Like, I've been approaching Space Miku as if she's the final part of this level. But...
Please continue.
Like, I'm assuming this is, like, the... not the final boss. Like, I'm assuming this is the boss before the final boss. And... But for, like, that kind of, like, endgame boss... Yeah, 2 stages are really common. But you know what's also really common? 3 stages? So... yeah, I'm not exactly... Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I think I've technically been on this boss for like 8 months. I just haven't been playing very regularly. So we will fix that. Because I will beat this fucking game. And if I get burnt out... then there's a million other shmups. But yeah, I'm probably... I think it will be good for me mentally to try and aim for 1 or 2 shmups a week. Because there's so many different ones. They're fun streams. This is a fun stream to me. I can yap about whatever and still play the game. Like, will I lock in at certain points? Yeah, but like this is... It's a good game to yap to. Which I know some people would call like insane, but I think it is. Ow.
Please continue.
I remember, like, before one of the other times I tried this, I got really good at the orbs. Yeah, there's Maiden and Spell, there's Blue Revolver, there's Hellsinker, there's the Gradius series, there's Thunder Force, there's, like, I have so many games I can play. There's Darius, there's, like... like, remember, we have the full PlayStation 2 libraries at our fingertips. I don't... Yeah, I love Rabbit and Steel. It's fun. I like Rabbit and Steel, I like Maiden and Spell. They're good games. I'm gonna play more of them.
Please continue.
Especially now that I have like a good control device that I really like. And the nice thing about this one is it doesn't hurt my wrists. It's not a mouse. Because that's one thing I'm realizing with gaming is my hands and wrists are fucked up. I cannot afford to go to a doctor to get this addressed. And realistically, a doctor's not going to be able to do much for that kind of pain. So it's one of those, I should play things that don't cause pain. And things with this arcade controller do not cause pain. Generally, it goes, the arcade controller creates the least amount of pain just because of how my hands and wrists interact with it. Ah, fuck, I was so close. And then Hitbox isn't bad either. But getting that working and pleasant to use, because right now it has this awful hollow noise. I need like... Yeah, I can keep my hands basically at rest on the right side, which is the hand that has the most pain. I can even use my wrist brace with this, and it works perfectly and doesn't cause any strain. So yeah, shmup gaming and arcade games work that don't rely on the mouse work really, really well. Thankfully, game pads are not terrible on my hands and wrists. They definitely cause some stress, so doing super long gaming sessions is not ideal. But it's one of those things that's like, it's doable, which is important. So, like, I'm actually going to be playing Minecraft with a... probably a PS5 controller. Those are pretty comfy. A PS5 controller is good. Switch, the Switch Pro is really good. And I don't mind my 8BitDo controller. All of these are relatively comfy. PlayStation 2 is really nice, actually. And I can use that. But yeah, so I'm going to be controller Minecraft gaming, which is going to cause physical pain to some people. But whatever. Yeah, the controller mod's all updated. Controlify, or whatever it's called. Yep. So I'll be able to play Minecraft for, like, dual Joy-Cons. That's insane, but I get it. It's like... But yeah, that's kind of why I like the Switch Pro. Switch Pro is the only Xbox-style gamepad I've ever enjoyed. I don't like that layout. Also, I'm gonna say something fucked. GameCube controller, not amazing. The GameCube face buttons are really good. I really like that layout for face buttons, and I wish they kept with it, because it's so intuitive and ergonomic, and it's great. Rest of it's not great. Rest of it's not amazing. Like, a PlayStation controller feels better in hand. It's just ergonomically, like... It's fine. And also the C-Stick sucks. As like a second analog stick thing, like the C-Stick is basically useless. The D-pad isn't great. D-pad kind of sucks. Yeah, I grew up with the PlayStation. I mean, think of it like Japanese symbols. Circle means yes. X means no. And then that's reversed on US consoles for some fucking reason. And then square meant menu. That's why it's a square. It's like a window or a like computer menu. And then triangle was usually camera stuff. because I think it's like meant to be like a head or a viewport. It was something like that. Those were the original meanings behind the symbols. I might have square and triangle mixed up. No, actually menu's usually square. Menu's usually square, and now we have other stuff tied to triangle, but actually no, a lot of PS1 games did use that, and a lot of PS2 games actually use it.
Please continue.
Final Fantasy XI uses it. Square's my menu button. And usually that square button is the menu button still. X is now confirmed because I don't know why we rearranged that. But it is. And then circle is cancel, which is kind of like bullshit. It doesn't make sense, but it just, if you remember, I mean, if you've been playing PlayStation games, you get used to it. Yeah, I don't know, I like it better than fucking going from a Nintendo to a Microsoft to Sega, whatever. Like, why can none of you... And I think Nintendo has had a few different layouts for ABXY, too, which is annoying. Like, I swear I remember them being in different places on certain consoles. Anyway. It's all fuckery. I don't know, like, the whole ABXY thing is, like, sure, but they're never in the same spots. This is why I like the PlayStation controller. It's all unified, and I'll just... But yeah. I will say, though, with me bitching, the, Oh, I completely forgot I could do this. Ow.
Please continue.
Alright. I completely... But I like the GameCube. Like, my ideal controller is probably PlayStation ergonomics. A DualSense is pretty nice. A DualSense with a SNES. I mean, I'd probably use a Pro 2 as my base if I was to actually start modding controllers. I might start modding controllers. That might be something that I do, especially when the 3D printer arrives. We might have modded controllers. I'm sorry. Anyway. I'll probably get like a broken GameCube controller and hack it open. But yeah, the thing I like, I really like the face buttons on the GameCube. I really like the SNES style D-pad. It's the best style D-pad. It always has been. There's that one. Maybe I can see arguments for the Neo Geo one. I'm not gonna shit talk that one. PlayStation 1 is fine. This is not as good. Xbox One sucks. I'm mad that the Switch D-pad sucks. It's like, you are literally... Like, the Wii, Wii U, and Switch D-pads all just kind of suck. And it's like, why? You made the best D-pad in the industry. Everyone had to come up with their own designs because yours was so good and they couldn't use it. Why aren't you just fucking using that style of D-pad again? But anyway, well, because they're trying to be like Xbox controllers. Because the Xbox won that war, I guess, or whatever. Not bitter about D-pads. Ow. I hate the bubbles. But they haven't changed it. They haven't changed it in 4 generations. 5 generations. It was fucking same on the GameCube. Hi, baby. That's not a spicy Joy-Con take. The Joy-Con layout only makes sense for the detachable ones. Otherwise, like, Switch Lite is way better. With the actual, like, D-pad in it. I mean, it's fine. Like, Joy-Cons are fine. You know, they do what they're supposed to do. Besides the drift. But we have solutions for that. They just haven't started using Hall Effect. I don't know. The detached Joy-Con. I mean, sure, I guess I can see that. You're insane, but I get it. So you're insane, but I get it. Switch 2 Joy-Cons do look comfier, though, I will say. They look pretty nice. The Switch 2 just looks cool. I want one. I want one really badly. It's because I mostly do Switch gaming when I'm not doing retro stuff. So, like, that's actually a console that benefits me. They kind of suck with the little fuck-ass grip in them. That like little shitty grip between the two, like the Joy-Con grip, is not great. But the Joy-Cons themselves are fine. Yeah, the grip is bad. And that's how most people use them. If they're using them detached from the controller, they either have one of them and that it just ergonomically sucks. It's a little gimmick controller, basically. I mean, it's fine, it worked. I'm bitching about, like, these parts of the Switch, but, like... Switch Joy-Cons are surprisingly durable. You can absolutely chuck these things at walls, and they'd be fine. Yeah, Switch, it, like, has, like, a bunch of weird gimmicks that I don't love, but, like, the thing about the Switch is it's, like, probably one of the most successful consoles ever made. I mean, it is, by far. So, like, can you say all these fuck-ass gimmicks were a bad thing? Because they worked.
Please continue.
It's kind of my thought, like... Don't love a lot about the Switch, but I'll be honest, Switch was successful, and when I travel with a console, nowadays I usually just bring a Switch, unless I'm doing Game Boy camera stuff. Oh yeah, the internals of the Joy-Con. I know modding friends who are just like, I can't do more Joy-Cons. They suck. They're like, fuck it. Like, there's good money to be had. but I want to stop working with Joy-Cons. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Please continue.
To be fair, honestly, most of the modders I know that like ever offered professional stuff have stopped. Or at least a lot of the retro modders have stopped. It's just not, it's not worth it. Materials are too expensive. You can do them in about 3 minutes. That's insane to me. That is actually insane to me. I mean, that makes sense. I could probably do a bunch of Game Boy mods really fast if I wasn't... like... Yeah, there's just a bunch of, like, weird little things I do on Game Boys. And I'm usually working with Game Boys that are kind of shit.
Continue.
Like, I don't have premium, clean Game Boys I'm working with. I'm working with a Game Boy I've modded 20 times now and has, like, pulled pads and traces and... all sorts of weird quirks and solder where solder isn't supposed to be because... you take a soldering iron to something 20 times, like, and do all sorts of mods and stuff, like, yeah, it's eventually, it's gonna be kind of fucked. She runs like a champ. I've stopped modding that console. That console's, she's good as is. She feels fine. It turns out that despite doing all sorts of tactile switch mods, rechargeable battery, different screens, all of that, I removed everything. All she has right now is the laminated ITA screen. That's it. That's all that's in her. That's all that'll ever be in her. Also, she has an SP power switch for reasons. But that's not a mod, that's a repair. Yeah, sometimes I need to open her up and, like, tweak the feel of the buttons or whatever, just, or, like, deal with some issue, but, like, she's fine. She works perfectly fine. This was a bad run. Oh my god, I got reamed by the bubbles. Yep, too hard, yep. Hi, Gribby.
Continue.
Yeah. I think I can spare, like, 2 lives on the bubbles. If I want to have a realistic shot. I also keep forgetting that there's a version with the drill. Oh wait, never mind. I also forgot that Miku has a bunch of counters to the drill. Or despair, or whatever.
Please continue. 9.
Alright, let's just reset. And then I'm not gonna be prepped for any. I wanted to do a backlight and bivert. And other stuff. I was doing it with like a switch light screen that just wasn't working great. Whereas I have the a pocket backlight and bivert suck. Like, I know they're OG mods. I've never done one successfully. Dealing with screens is like, I have a bunch of faulty screens to practice with. I'm gonna learn and get some stuff going, but I don't know. Maybe I just get an OG light screen again. I find like one where the all the cool EL stuff is broken, but the screen is good. Could probably get one for reasonably cheap. Where there's like no screen rot or burn-in or anything, and then I just do that, and I can have the Mint Phantome Game Boy that I was working on before she came back. I have so many dead projects just floating around. Kinda sucks. Whatever. Whatever. There was a time I had money and I was buying Game Boys and working on stuff, and then I ran out of money. And yeah. By which I mean I lost my job, so. Whatever.
Please continue.
Okay, let's give us 2 lives for the... I think I can do this. Hi, Gribus. I'm getting hungry. Have I only been going for about an hour? Oh. If only Small Dog was watching this stream. Have I eaten anything today? I had a slice of bread with some honey on it. Honey and butter on it. Does that count?
Please continue.
Yeah, Chovek, remember that breakfast is our smallest meal of the day usually. Well, lunch is the smallest meal. It depends. Third meal, like the last meal of the day is the big one. Yeah. Yeah, we do it like the opposite of you guys. So I tend to do light breakfast, heavy dinner. I say that, but I think my planned dinner is peanut butter and celery, but don't pay attention to that part. Where's lunch? I'm too sedentary to really need a lunch. That's not like a weird diet thing. That's just like I don't consume that many calories in a day, so I tend not to be like hungry for one. Like, that's the thing. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't try and force myself to diet or anything. But just... if I'm, like, at a convention, I'm walking around, doing a bunch of stuff, like, yeah, I'll eat lunch. But if I'm just sitting at home, I tend not to need one. Because I'm just not very physically active or anything.
Please continue.
I might get a cognac jelly in a little. I think I have some for my trip. Cognac. Cognac? Cognac? Yeah, cognac. Yeah. I have some. I mean, they're not a lot. They're nothing significant. They're like 50, 80 calories, so like I want a couple of them, probably, but it's some sugar, which is basically what I need right now. My brain's kind of burning through what I had. It turns out, this is the funny thing I've noticed when streaming, and the yapping and stuff, is Your brain, when talking, does actually burn through a lot of sugar. Okay, thank God. Oh, fuck. I was stretching. Whatever, that was funny. I was gonna do a vertical stream for this. I might do it. But yeah, yeah, normally in days I tend not to consume many calories. It's to the point that if I start doing any sort of activity, I'm usually at a deficit. Yeah, the vertical streams do well. And they're fun.
Please continue.
I just didn't feel like setting it up. Oh yeah, I was gonna do shorts and stuff. There's a lot I need to do. I'm also just frustrated because I need to remember and remind myself, hey, I'm getting back from being sick continuously for like weeks in a row. So vertical streaming, it works well in the algorithm because it gets pushed by both the shorts algorithm, I think, and the live algorithm. But the reason that it works well is for shmups because they're vertical games. People who would otherwise be opposed to vertical streaming are usually pretty okay with it. So. Also, God, it's been so hot. Between me being sick and the heat, I'm like actively dying. And then there's all the family shit going on. That's not fucking resolved, but... I'm sorry for getting like all... I'm gonna go eat something in a sec. Oh. I could grab a beer. Non-alcoholic beer. What is beer if not carbs?
Please continue. 9.
Yeah, no, they're non-alcoholic. They're also like not very high calorie either. Turns out a lot of the calories in alcohol are from the alcohol. So, you get rid of that, there's not a lot left usually. But that sounds good, actually. I'm gonna go grab one. Yeah. Sorry for getting all weird and bitter for a sec.
Please continue.
Alright.
9.
I'm going to go grab myself a beer. I will be right back down.
4.
Gribbo, are you gonna be good while I'm gone?
2.
Yeah, okay.
1. 0. Game over.
I mean, I don't know how noticeable it was. I just was noticing my mood was getting weird and I felt like I was getting snippy and I don't like that, so. So I don't have numbers brain rot. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be streaming ZeroRanger, probably. It's a game that's fun, but besides that one VOD, which the algorithm likes picking up sometimes, it, you know, never, like, goes super well or anything. But I do have, if I'm not actively having fun on a stream or my mood isn't good, I, like, crash out after my stream. That's, like, what I care about. So, like, having a bad stream experience for me ruins the rest of my day. I've noticed. So, yeah, so if I notice something going off, I think the solution to that is gonna be go get something sweet, take a sec, reset. Get back into it. So, I had some crackers. Sorry for weird mic noises. Okay. You know what? Let's try some white vanilla. White vanilla stage 4. Let's do. I'm not really getting frustrated with the boss or anything. I was just, my mental state's not, I think my mental state's just bad right now. I have been, so what I've been crashing out is there's a bunch that I planned on doing and I've been supposed to do and been wanting to do for these past 6 months. But between me getting sick constantly, me doing really well mentally, really poorly mentally, and all the stuff with family, probably mostly the stuff with family, it feels like I've lost 6 months of my life. Like, there have been some good things that happened during them, but it's so frustrating. Like, at this point, Sky has, like, Sky can do a drone strike on my house if she wants to. I'm just like, ugh. Like, and that's the thing, I've lost huge chunks of time to, like, PTSD and the divorce and the agoraphobia. Like, I've lost literally years of my life to being in bed crashing out. Like, that's the thing. It's so, but these 6 months in particular have just been really frustrating. Because it feels like yeah. Well, it's fine. I'm finally starting to get back into things, and I will say I've been beating myself up the past couple days because, like, there are things I wanted to get done that I haven't, and I need to remind myself I just got over being sick. I just got over being in a very bad place mentally. Alkai was bad for me. Alkai was really bad. There were some people there though that, like, did make it. Nah, there were a lot of people there that, like, did keep it to, but I'm gonna be honest. I think if I didn't hang out with Tummy on Thursday night, and I didn't have her in my DMs and all of that, it would have been. I don't know how safe I would have been, maybe. Speaking completely honestly. It was a bad Alkai. It was a bad trip. I don't know if I want to do cons anymore. And I hate saying this because I have so many friends who really wanted to go and all of that, and it's, why am I crying? But, like, so many friends who wanted to go but couldn't for different reasons, and it was like, I would have given anything for those people to go instead. But anyway, There were good parts though. It's not yeah. But it's like, it was such a miserable experience to the point that I wasn't completely safe, and now I'm in a lot of debt from it. And it's like, yay, this sucks. But there were good things. There were good things. And I got to hang out with Mimi and Barry. And I love those two. I got to hang out with other friends, and there was, yeah. Whatever. It is how it is sometimes. Apparently I'm not the only person who had it really rough. Yeah. Whatever. Some funny things did happen, though. I will say. And you know what? I got to call Barry a virgin. And called it a crush out about it. That's pretty good. I'm not saying that's worth it. But that does make me happy. But yeah, so I'm just, I don't like that recovery isn't instant. Mental or physical. And I don't like that the gallbladder is still a thing. It might be a thing for the rest of my life. It's like, okay, well, at least now I know how to deal with it. If I start feeling it, I need to be very careful with what I eat, and I need to take painkillers before meals. That's super... Yeah, Look, I also talked with a bunch of VTuber. There were some talks I had that were very, very good, and I talked to friends and all that. A lot about injury and strain and all of that. You know, it's something I've been thinking about recently a lot with both my own health, and given that my Oshi's fucked up her throat. Hopefully not permanently, but who knows at this point. And we had Bug fucking up her throat. We have Namimi injuring herself. I can't be too worried. I mean, I'm worried about Namimi for a lot of things, but her health is... No, her health isn't great. But at least for things like that, she will let herself rest. And we'll go to the doctor and all of that. She'll, even if she doesn't want to. Barry's infuriating. I want to strangle her. Because I also know she knows better. It's like, girl.
Please continue.
Oh, I got so angry when she was talking about how, like, well, it's uncomfortable to talk, but it's not hurting, so, like, it's okay. And then she had to take, like, 4 more days off because she streamed while it was uncomfortable, which is really just that that discomfort is just lesser pain. Ah. But yeah, enough of that has happened now that I have decided to... I'm taking the risk thing actually seriously. So. Avoiding a lot of things that cause it pain, and as soon as there's any sign of discomfort, I will stop immediately. That's why I'm in my shmup era. There has to be some sort of mouse that I can use that doesn't cause me physical pain. There has to be some, maybe vertical? I don't know, that's the only thing I haven't tried. I've tried, like, multiple different varieties of trackballs. I've tried all sorts of different shape of mice, ergonomic and not. Maybe a big joystick? Maybe. And like I could move to like a tablet input. My tablet's like not made for... It'd work if I had a different kind of screen setup. But with this screen setup, it doesn't work well. It's one of those things where, because I need a mouse for a lot of things. I need a mouse for rigging. I need a mouse for a bunch of games. I need a mouse just to do normal mouse things. It's frustrating. That's a Bulgarian thing. I don't know what you're talking about. To me, right now, you sound like an insane person. I'm going to be completely honest. Literally don't know what you're referring to. Those big handheld joysticks. You mean like flight sticks? Yeah, no, they're colloquially called flight sticks here. I mean, they used to just be called joysticks, but now we call small things joysticks, so they've kind of become flight sticks, because that's what they're used for. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure how... It's the arm movement that I'm not sure about. Actually, I need to look at vertical mice. Fuck me. God, I wish stores had the thing. Yeah, they've stopped doing it as much, where they would just have a million different mice out so they could try all of them and decide what works best. But they suck at that now. They don't. A lot of them don't because of theft and other stuff. Like it's around sometimes, or they'll have like very limited selections compared to what they have in stock. It could. Maybe Micro Center would still have a good setup. Ah, shit.
Please continue.
I got distracted. That would have been a good one. Micro Center could do it. Because yeah, mice aren't cheap. These fuckers go anywhere from like for a good ergonomic one, they're anywhere from like 40 to over 100. But I did just lean my hand on the... It's probably a vertical mouse. A vertical mouse is almost definitely the solution. I don't want it to be though. Yeah, fine.
Please continue.
I could ask my ex-husband. I think he has some. I don't know. I'm about to do a bunch of really mouse-intensive tasks, that's the thing. So I'm like really debating whether or not I use a tablet for everything. Which comes with its own set of issues, because I hold tablet pens like wrong. I've always held pencils wrong, and they put stress. Or they shouldn't, but it's not the stress that I have the chronic injury from. So maybe it's fine. I could also like... Yeah, no, it's... Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. Let's restart this level, actually. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna look up vertical mics best. Who makes them? There's the Logitech one. Put a vertical mouse on your throne. Okay. Okay, sure. Sure. I will put the vertical mouse on my throne. Logitech left. Here, I added it. It just clicked what you're doing. No, how do I remove this? No, stop. Wish list. No, I'll leave it there. I can't. You know what? I'll just leave it there. It's expensive. Nobody will get it. Why is it $80? Fuck. Like, Christ. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I might actually add that, though, as like a crowdfunding thing. Yeah, I know. They're expensive. Yeah. Anyway, we're going back to gaming. There, it's there and it's too expensive, so... Meh. Maybe for my birthday or something, I'll figure that out. No, see, I would be worried about that, but I just did the full product. Instead of the crowdfunding. So now I don't have to worry. Same person will fund it either way. Nobody's going to buy an $80 mouse. Realistically, nobody's going to buy an $80 mouse. That's fine, I'll figure it out. I do kind of need the mouse, though. What games do I need the mouse for? A surprising amount of stuff. Anything that uses a mouse. Here, let me delete the mouse. I'll actually... Here, I'll put it on crowdfunding. If somebody does want to fund the mouse. Sure, it's there. I don't like doing... I put things on Throne as like the... Well, I'm never gonna get this type thing. I'm just... Yeah. Alright, well, it's crowdfunding. There. Nah, I don't love doing it. I'm gonna speak honestly, I would delete my throne if it wasn't for the fact that the things I end up putting on throne usually are like things that I, especially now, like would actually get a lot of use out of. So that's why I put them there. But I feel weird putting a mouse on there because for me, I try to put things the throne, like things I could not like realistically. I don't know. I have thoughts about throne. I have a lot of weird. For all of this being so based on donations and gifts, I have weird hang-ups that I need to deal with because whatever. Eventually I'll do a subathon, and I think a subathon should hopefully be good. Do I want to check? It's already paid for. Thank you guys. Genuinely, thank you. I feel weird. It's like, I want to ask, like, I want things. I cannot afford to get things. But like, asking for it's all weird. I don't know. And I need to get over myself because my situation isn't such that I can be picky. But it's I have bad associations with asking for money and asking for help. I'll say, like historically. Because boy howdy, did my parents kind of, yeah. And it's just a multi-generational thing. Oh well. Thank you guys. I'll check the Twitter after and do individual thank yous, but thank you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of weird mental shit I need to deal with, I think.
Please continue.
I thought I restarted the stage. Does restarting the stage not... Oh, that's why. Yep, I have all the time to work through it. I'll say, streaming elsewhere is going to be more transactional, so that is going to be easier for me, mentally. You know what? Sure. Sure, I'll take it. My brain is doing weird, and I don't want to crash out on stream. I'm close. I was already crying earlier on stream. Well, no, I didn't win. Yeah, those are the fun fake out credits. There is just a bunch of bombs. Yeah, this is just like the power fantasy style that does a bunch of the stuff, and it's fun. You're also literally invincible because it just gives you unlimited auto bombs. You know, I know they decided to make a game in one of my least favorite types of games of all time, fucking Sokoban clone. Which I might play. I hate Sokoban, but I really like these devs. This is not even trying. Whatever, it's silly. I would love to see them do a more arcadey bullet hell style shmup. Like, I feel like in the ZeroRanger, the sprite size and the visibility and all of that, it is literally hype moments in Aura, yeah. It's the Aura farming stage. So I'm curious, is if once you beat the game, can you unlock Type A? I always hate having to. Man. No, you can never unlock Type A. That's kind of cute, actually. Type A, canonically, you can't play. God. Oh my god, they split. Oh, robot can destroy. I'm an idiot. I forgot about that mechanic. Okay. Alright, we're gonna reset. Ow. Give me the life. I need that. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Ah, fuck. For the 2-1 is always really difficult. Like, I feel like I might be crazy, but like, this one, it almost seems harder than like the 6-1. Because they just like completely fly off to other sides of the screen. There we go. The 3-1's nice and easy always. Oh well.
Please continue.
Yeah, I know, Gribby, I know. You can insta-bomb them? I've never... Oh shit. I don't... Fuck me. The 3's fun with that. No, I got out of sync. It was so... It would have been good. Yeah, we're still Space Miku.
Please
Hi, Holly.
continue.
This is lead up to Space Miku. Yeah, you need to crack a bunch of balls first. Like, this one always sucks because of that one mechanic. Okay, let's fire it over here. No, fuck me. Damn it.
Please continue.
Alright, I shouldn't insta-bomb the 6. I should wait. I'm cracking the ones in the 6 too quickly. Basically, Holly, the gimmick for this level is you need to break all the orbs simultaneously. It goes 1, 2, 3, 6. It's annoying. It is. So Space Miku is a really, really fun fight. I love it. I do not mind that I keep getting my ass kicked. This one sucks. I do not like this part of the boss fight.
Please continue.
Okay. Okay. We're good. Gonna drink some. Okay. Perfect. Shit. You know what? I'll take it. For these, let's get a bunch of them really close to cracking. Yes, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. That was good. That was good, actually. I like how the old dude, presumably the old dude, is actually just Hot Space Miku. Like, I always thought it was just like a old man in a robe. But no, it's Space Miku. They have a lot of counters to keep you from just doing that. But it is fun, though. Ow, shit. Yeah, Space Miku's a monk. Bum, 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 bum. Ow. I was hoping that would be... Dun, 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 dun. If I can... Ah, damn it.
Please continue.
I was hoping I could hit second stage before I died. Once she loses the... Because the flashing thing is a health bar, right? It's just an invisible shield bar, so you have to keep doing damage? Or is it time... Or is it related to time? I don't actually know. It could just be time. Do I want to risk it? There's probably a guide somewhere, but I don't want to look at guides for spoiler reasons. I think it's damage, because I feel like I've gone past this stage quick. Oh, we... fuck.
Please continue.
I think it's damage. I think it is damage. I think it's you have to do a certain amount of damage. Ow. Yeah, I think it is damage. The fun thing about this fight is a bunch of it is rant. All right, can you tell me if this is this just time survival for this? For this fight, for this first stage, like, does it matter if we're shooting at them besides score reasons? There are 4 health bars. Okay, so this one's just an invisible health bar. That makes sense. That's what I thought. Ah.
Please continue.
Okay.
Game
Alright, I think I have better strategy for the orb, though. We can insta-kill the first orb. Second orb, we could try and insta-shatter one of them. Alright, I'm gonna change my grip slightly. Only the palm hurts you, the fingers don't hurt you. I did not know that. Okay. Slightly different grip. More of like a wine glass grip. Let's see how that works. Good morning, Moon. Why do you always wake up so late? Aren't you East Coast? You wake up at like berry bug hours. Gaming? Hold on. That was... Is this... And now. Yes! Okay. And we're gonna try doing the... Is this the run? Maybe? Oh, we lost a life here, but I usually lose a... Okay, whatever. That still puts us in a better position than we normally are. Yeah, no, they're out of sync! Oh, fuck off. Alright. We might be fucked. This art is so good. Alright.
Please continue.
Okay, it keeps up with the 4 lives, which is nice. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Ow. I hate... The double orb is, like, so much harder than the triple or the sextuple. Okay. That one's fine. No, they're all out of sync. Damn it. No! Fuck! Damn it! So close! Ah! No! It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Okay. Hi, Mind Master. Ow? No, I didn't mean to break that one. Okay, and then yes. Okay. That could have gone a lot worse. Shit. Dun, 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 dun. This stage is so cool. God. Yeah. Ow.
Please continue.
Yeah, no, it's such a pretty state. Shit. Please. just want to hit... Ah, we're so... I want to hit stage 2. I will say, invisible health bar is a little annoying in shmup. Not a huge fan of it. Mechanic I do not personally love. Okay. Okay. So about 800 is when it switches. So I'm gonna use the score counter as a imaginary health bar, I think, in future runs for that first stage, because it's about 800 points to Oh yeah, the music slaps, the level slaps, the boss design slaps, I threw there. So I would heavily, it's on sale. For a shmup, it starts off incredibly new player friendly. The difficulty ramp is really nice. No, I'm also ass at them. It's good. It is not a, I would call this a very, very new player friendly shmup. It slowly introduces mechanics. It slowly ramps in difficulty. This is like the level 9 boss, basically. They're level 8. So, oh, I like this. I like this. Ow. Ah, fuck.
Please continue.
That was a good run. You know what I kind of want to try later also? I do want to start going through the Toho games. I think maybe after I do battle Castle Shikigami and Sister Rail, that might be fun to do as well. There's just a lot of shmups I want to play. I think that is like a singularity or something, yeah. I have a question about the Toho games. I know it's really hard to get the first few working. Is that still the case? Like, I thought the DOS games were just really hard to play.
Please continue.
Like, not just like people bounce off of them, but they're just like hard to play on modern hardware. They're not DOS. PC 98. Yeah. You've never had an issue? Okay. Like, I feel like those are the games that probably PC 98 emulation is...
Please continue.
Okay, I mean, I could just start with 5. Like, is 5 the first Windows one? Six is the first Windows one. I could start with 6. It doesn't make me happy. This does not bring me joy, but I could start with it. I thought that was a safe zone. Fuck me. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I could just start with 6. Moon DM me. Yeah, I'll think about it. I will think about it. Because there's also the thing with, am I playing Touhou to be a completionist and just to try them all? Or do I just want to play it to actually play and enjoy the games? And if I'm just playing to play and enjoy the games, maybe I do start with 6. Like, the other ones are interesting from a historical perspective, but, like, there's something to be said about just starting there, I think. Or I could, like, play specific ones. Yeah, I could also go back to 1 to 5 when I have, like, a PC98. Like, here. I'm sure there's a way. Oh, yeah, to... vintage computers. I feel like the display would honestly be a big part of the issue. I don't know, I don't mess with vintage computers. I mess with vintage... Yeah, I could start with 6. I could... Yeah, the weird mold amoeba level. Yeah, I can... You know what? Yeah, I think 6 is a good place to start, probably. Fuck me. That was a bad start. Go. Shit! I didn't charge it up long enough. It works. Yeah, and honestly, if 6 to 10 are like going to be most of the like Touhou, modern Touhou art and community stuff, like that's probably what I'm like really interested in, let's be honest. I mean, the games are interesting, I think, as games too, but like, it's not like I'm going to be enjoying the games in a vacuum. I've enjoyed a lot of the manga, music's good, art's good. I mean, I could try 6 instead of Blue Revolver. That could be funny. I don't know. I want to play Hellsinker. I know I should probably play some games first before I go right into Hellsinker. But I've owned Hellsinker for so long, and so many people have been trying to get me to play it. And also, I feel like... I almost feel like I should play more games before I play Blue Revolver to get a better appreciation of Blue Revolver. Because Blue Revolver is very much a love letter, from my understanding. Does that make sense? So is ZeroRanger. Yeah, and Blue Revolver was also meant to be beginner-friendly, too. Like, relatively. Fine, fine, fine. I'll play Blue Revolver before I play Hellsinker. Yeah, I've started noticing some of the references. I'm definitely gonna go back to ZeroRanger, I think, after I play more games, and try and figure out how to 1cc it. But I think that's like a future thing. I don't know, I just keep hearing good things about Hellsinker. I'm gonna try out Hellsinker. Maybe next week will be Hellsinker, Castle Shikigami. Oh, that's gonna be an insane week. Minecraft and Pokemon? I mean, I think that's like the most Lilycore stream schedule possible. That'd be an awesome birthday week, actually. Because I need to fucking beat the Pokemon. I'm losing it. And then weird, incredibly memed PS2 shmup. We are playing the OG version with the really bad with the really bad translation. By the way, a friend wants to kill me now, but I do think Unk is a perfectly good translation for Oji-san. I think it's fine. So friends like mad at me. It's like no, I genuinely think it's I genuinely, this isn't a bit. I do plenty of bits and stuff just to be contrarian, but I genuinely think this one is true. Yeah, no, like. I think it conveys the meaning well in both languages. I think that's pretty one-to-one, right? It can be used in polite contexts. Yeah, but so can uncle. So I don't think Unk right now is regional because it has caught on the internet. I am seeing it in like Southeast Asian communities. Like it is, but I think it is starting to not be that. What I mean is it is starting to I am seeing it in a lot of weird contexts I would not have expected to see it. I will be quite honest. You wouldn't hear it in a majority portion of the US.
Please continue.
I have never heard Unk in person. To me, it literally exists only in the internet setting. I did recently in like some comment sections see very dismissive "Okay, Unk" to somebody complaining about like younger fans using the term aura farming, which was maybe one of the my favorite exchanges I've ever seen on the internet. I mean, these are comment sections on Webtoons.
Please continue.
Oh yeah, people do use aura farming IRL now. It's... I mean, people use the term lock-in, too. And so is aura farming. Aura farming's really intuitive, honestly. Or maybe I just read too many aura farming series. Oh, what do you mean new gen? We've been using aura to mean that for decades. I literally remember that, like, when I was a teenager. People were using aura like that. It's been around.
Please continue.
Yeah, we've been. No, it's been. If you were in circles that cared about shonen and webcomics and all of that, it's been around.
Please continue. 9.
Like in circles talking about like shonen and JRPGs and like some webcomics, like it was a term that we used and have been using for a while. I don't know, it was around when I was like 13, 14. Was Cynthia an aura farmer? Cynthia's weird. Yeah, Cynthia, like, is such a nothing in the game. And then we've just attached so much to her. Which is really funny is when they, when she pops up in other media and like, people are like, she's flat? Like, that's the one. That's always the really funny when people are like, what do you mean Cynthia's flat? It's like, she always has been. That is the character. That's just the character design. I don't know. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I've never cared about Cynthia at all. Cynthia from Pokemon. Gen 3? Gen 4? No, it's Gen 4. Yeah, Gen 4. Yeah, Gen 4, not Gen 3. Yeah, I've never cared about her. I haven't cared about her. I was too busy. Let me get her. Oh yeah, Lucamine I care about. Lily and Lucamine I care about. Carmen from Gen 3, I think that's her name, I care about. Believe me, I care about a lot of Dawn's mom I care about. I care very... I realize I've used care with like 4 different meanings, I think. But anyway. In these past like 5 minutes. But you know what? Hello, Disaster.
Please continue.
But no, Pokemon was my main fandom. For decades. Like for full decades. Like literally since I was like 98, 99, it has been my primary fandom. Only recently have, like, VTubers overtaken it. I'm just gonna die here. It's not worth it. No, yeah, no, Pokemon has always occupied a extremely oversized section of my brain. I had Pokemon Mystery Dungeon chips. Like, sorry, that was just such a clean orb run. I'm like so happy with that. Ow. And then I instantly instantly fuck it up. But it was a very clean orb run. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Please continue.
We're fine. Ow. Okay, well, only 2 lives instead of the full 4, but I think that's okay. I think realistically, yeah, that's not a terrible. And I'm going to want to get to the point where I 1cc this, so yeah. I'm not salty. No bitterness in my voice. Not mad. Oof. That was bad.
Please continue.
Okay. Well, it wasn't actually that bad. It was like 3 bars of health, so. Ow. Ah, damn. I was doing well. Oh, that... I misjudged that one shot. Never mind, not doing super well.
Please continue.
I need to remember the after the swords. I always forget that. We're fine. I've gotten better at the orbs, so it's quicker to get here. Like, this is pretty good. The hips are insane. Oh, she's so annoying with that attack. Shit.
Please continue.
My hand is starting to cramp a little. It's not the pain part, but this might be the last run. I don't want it to be. But I can't have gone on a rant about not doing things that cause me pain and then try and tough out when my pain... Yeah. Man. But yeah, I think the angle I'm using the controller at, because I'm using it in my lap, I think the angle is slightly bad. So it's just putting a little bit of stress that shouldn't be there. I can fix this, and also I should maybe use a brace while playing this for my right hand. But that's fine. Things I know. Oh, shit. It was so close. Oh, no. Okay, two more lives. There's a chance I do beat this, actually, today. Even if I do stop in 2. It is a low chance, but it does exist. I could just not do variety streams and just like hardcore focus ZeroRanger and do some mecha break for a little. I don't know. Do I want to do Pokemon next week? Maybe I don't do Pokemon next week. You know what? I'm not excited for it. Fuck it. ZeroRanger, Castle Shikigami, Blue Revolver, or Hellsinker. Mecha Break, and Minecraft. And it'll be some of the most fun I've had streaming, I think, ever. I think that's what I should do. Yeah, the schedules, people like schedules. But yeah, I don't know. Eventually I would like to do whatever.
Please continue.
Alright, let me... No. I wanted to, like... No, I can't. Yeah, I could just do days and times of streams. That's probably not a terrible way to do it. Maybe next week. Yeah, I could just do days, and I could like put like games in consideration. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, I like doing the 1 PM slot, because if I have a bad night with insomnia and nightmares and stuff, I am still usually good to play by 1. So... yeah, that was fun, but... yeah, my hand hurts. I can't play. I'm gonna go rest it. I mean, it doesn't hurt, it's just like, it's starting to feel sore. If that makes sense, so it's like, if I rest it, I should be fine. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so... Alright, time to rest. Hi, Gribus. We're gonna go upstairs, okay, baby? She's just curled up. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I will see you all tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I'll see you all on Friday, probably for Mecha Break. I think I'm gonna do Castle of Shikigami next week. I'll make a little tweet about it. And Blue Sky message. I've been trying to remember to use Blue Sky again. Okay. Otsubui. Bye-bye.